I do not want to be in the business of playing it safe. I want to be in the business of creating possibilities for greatness. Bob Iger. When people think of Walt Disney, they think of the cartoon characters, the theme parks, and of fond childhood memories. Many don't think of Disney as one of the biggest, most admired media companies in the entire world. Disney owns and controls Pixar, Marvel, LucasFilms, and 21st Century Fox, just to name a few. Since 2005, the man at the helm of Disney is Bob Iger. In his book, The Ride of a Lifetime, Iger shares lessons he has learned throughout his career and the principles that he lives his life by. One of the first key points Iger talks about is waking up early. He is almost always out of bed by 4:15 to have time to think, read, and exercise before his day starts. This time is vital to his success as he believes it fuels his creativity and productivity. He also believes in the relentless pursuit of perfection. Your mind will always fight with you with thoughts of, there's not enough time, I don't have the energy, this is a difficult conversation that I don't want to have. Your mind is good at convincing you that good enough is good enough. It's not. Only by pursuing perfection will you develop the drive and the work ethic to create something that you are truly proud of. Creative endeavors also require you to be comfortable with failure. After one such failure, Iger addressed the cast and crew and said, I would much rather take big risks, and sometimes fail, than not take risks at all. Innovation and creativity can't be accomplished by playing it safe. Only by taking risk and pursuing boundaries can you create the possibility for greatness. When striving for greatness, it is common to fail or to fall short. There is a balance between demanding people perform and striving for perfection and accepting failure. Everyone messes up at times, Iger states, that he has always strived to set an example that it is okay to get things wrong, as long as you learn from your mistakes and do so while striving for perfection. His next point is the importance of integrity. Iger learned early in his career at ABC that decency and true integrity means being guided by your clear sense of what is right and wrong. This clear sense can be a secret weapon in the cutthroat world of business. Not only does this mean that you treat people well, but that you hire good people. A candidate with a strong ethical compass is as important as their professional skill set. A perfect example of this was the canceling of the widely popular TV show ROSEANNE in 2018. The show's star, Roseanne Barr, tweeted out a series of extremely offensive comments and controversial remarks. Iger's reaction was swift. He canceled the show, despite the fact that it would be a large financial hit to the company. The same morning, he wrote an email to Disney's board, demanding quality and integrity from all of our people and all of our products is paramount, and there is no room for second chances or for tolerance when it comes to overt transgressions that discredits the company in any way. On to don't manufacture trombone oil. One of Iger's early mentors left him a note one day that said, avoid getting into the business of manufacturing trombone oil. The point was simple. Don't put a lot of energy into projects that are limited in scope. The world will never need a lot of trombone oil, so it is not worth the time or focus that it would take to make it. The acquisition of Pixar is a perfect example of this. The deal took multiple years and involved not only convincing the team at Disney that it was the right move, but also getting Steve Jobs, Pixar's CEO, to sign off on the deal after convincing him that Disney would protect Pixar's culture. This played out again in the later acquisitions of Marvel and LucasFilms. Both brands had a huge, passionate follower base that would require special handling to trust Disney with their legacies. If you want to do something great, pick big, powerful projects that really matter and push the needle. When Iger starts talking about leadership, the first concept that he addresses is optimism. A leader who is pessimistic is hard to work for, where with optimism you can push past difficult times. This does not mean that you say all is well when it's not, but you make it clear that you believe that with work and effort, the best outcome will be achieved. Leaders also need to make sure to keep their ego in check. There were multiple times when Iger had to put aside his ego and work with or appease people on the board to accomplish his goals. Keeping your ego in check also helps you keep an open mind and stop yourself from automatically dismissing others' opinions. Set strategic priorities. These will be different for every company, but it is important that a leader has a clear set of objectives. Day-to-day decisions are easier when you ask yourself if they get you closer to those objectives. With Disney, Iger set 3 priorities right away. 1. Devote time and capital to the creation of high-quality, branded content. 2. Embrace technology to the fullest, seeing it as an opportunity, not a threat. And 3. To become a global company. You can see these priorities laced throughout the things Iger backed, strived for, and accomplished. The acquisition of Pixar shows both the investment of capital and the willingness to embrace technology. Opening theme parks in locations like Hong Kong are direct steps towards becoming a global company. The strategic priorities that you set for your company or project will be different from these, obviously, but no less important to your success. And the last concept of leadership is innovation. Disney, like many media companies, were set in a way of doing things that had been around for decades. When streaming services like Netflix, Prime, and Hulu arose, the traditional way of doing business for Disney was under attack. After much debate, Disney bought a streaming technology company in order to launch Disney+. This was a huge step and a major risk. Not only was it a huge financial undertaking, but it would directly compete with the more traditional Disney business model. While Disney Plus is still in its early stages, successful releases like The Mandalorian have people flocking to sign up, and more original content is being released from the different studios that Iger has acquired over the last 15 years. With innovation and willingness to adapt, a business can grow and change with technology. Never before has it been more important than today. Businesses unable to shift with the market and changes in technology will be left behind or overtaken by new ideas. Remember, I do not want to be in the business of playing it safe. I want to be in the business of creating possibilities for greatness. Iger has done an amazing job with Disney over the last 15 years, and this book spells out exactly how he has led the company to embrace change, operate with integrity, and foster an environment where intelligent risk-taking and creativity is valued. Do you have a book, article, or an idea that you'd like to see us cover? Leave your suggestions in the comments below, and it might just be our next video. And before you go, make sure to hit that thumbs up button to like the video and subscribe to our channel so you will get notified every time we release a new animation.